What's up, everybody? My name is Fortifier. I'm a retro variety streamer. Play a bunch of games from the 70s all the way to now, always on True Hardware whenever I can. Today we are playing on True Hardware. I don't have the right, box for the game, but I do have the game. Where you go? Cat run off with it? Fucking... There it is. So I have the loose disc. It's just in a PS2 case, right? It's very pretty, too. I'll show y'all. It's a very pretty blue. I don't see that very often. It's like a teal color, if you will. And it is one disc. And I'm sorry for starting late. I I had to play the role of somebody who pays somebody for the loss of their teeth. So I had to go to the nearest gas station so that I could do that. I could facilitate that. So that's why we're starting a little bit later. It kind of dropped it on me at the last minute. I have brutal heartburn right now. So if I step away for some Tums, that's why. Let's go ahead and get started, though. You're the Thoot? Yes, I am. It's true. I'm actually going to go get that, I'm going to go get that right now. Oh my god. Turned smoothie flavors are good. Oh, I don't know. I've had the chewy ones, and I'm not too big on them. Like, at all. Just not for me. No, I mean, she's kind of like in timeout right now. She got on the counter, knocked over everything, and so she's like ultra zoomy right now, and I don't want her anywhere in here because if she does, she's going to just tear everything up. Alright, this is the first two. It's a first two game. If you're unsure about that, because this one is extremely popular, I will remove you from the stream if you backseat me or spoil anything on this. I'm very invested in this franchise. That's just like a general heads up for everybody. Don't be that person. I don't think anybody here on Twitch is going to be that, and I know for a fact with the people over on YouTube right now. Merch, you haven't even played this, so we're in safe hands right there. But just please don't. I get this often, and it's just never fun when it happens. All right, dude. Okay, I'll see y'all on the other side. Well, fuck me. It's the American release. Translate the fucking intro. What's wrong with you? Pareto fire 4. God damn. Yeah, right? Why isn't there a controller plugged in? What? Sub this, I dare you. Hi, my name's Paul. It was underneath me, but it's so tangled up in wires right now. Sub Divine?
Units, attention all units, central dispatch, be advised, we have a 1075 in progress with multiple victims. Respond to raid alarm, all units respond, code 3.
Is that 42 or Team 4? Respond that raid alarm from Divine Shadow, _18, stand by. What's up, everybody? My name is Fortifier. I'm a retro variety streamer. Play a bunch of games from the 70s all the way to now, always on true hardware when I can. Right now we're playing Breath of Fire 4. We have just popped it in. We have not started it. We're still on the title screen. If you're not following Divine Shadow, you should. He's a mod here. He's a longtime friend of the stream, and he's a fellow member and admin of Safe Space, which is a team that I am a part of and also an admin, former leader of, but I decided to step down. If you're not following him, go give him some love. He likes to torture me with shitty games, but I do consider him a very close friend. And if you are new here, feel free to hit the follow button for me. Absolutely anonymous. Your name will not pop up, and you can see a guy get punched in the face, which is awesome, right? I also have a YouTube. All right, here we go. So what I'm worried about is if I have enough space on the disc. All right, or on the whatchamacallit, the memory card, because I think we're pretty full up. So let's see if we can find a safe spot early in the game, and we'll be fine. And yes, I do have a mem card pro. It's over here. What's a memory card? 2x, but same principle. All right, it's been a while since I've done this. You get to name that character. This is for Twitch because I have no idea how to do this over on YouTube. Name me Daddy. Exclamation point nut if you want to do this. Makes it fun in the long haul. Nut. You cannot name them Gex because that has been used in other games. I forget what our character's name was. Justin. I don't think we could change the name in Breath of Fire 3. I think it was just whatever. Alright, Meow, name that character. Crab, you just missed it. Oh, really? I heard that there's some really good things with this. What the fuck? Hello? How many letters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 letters. Excuse me. Derek? What a name. That's much tamer than anything else that would have come out of my friend's mouth. Good old Derek. Alright. Do you want to use Derek? I'm positive. Nothing would please me more. Can't do Butt. Butt was the guy from, was it Final Fantasy 5 or 4? You better be in English or I'm gonna come! Man, they got fucking lazy. God damn it. They had voice acting in cutscenes in 3. So this is the slow downfall for this franchise. Look, Cray, a shooting star. We'll find her. Won't we, Cray? Don't worry, Nina. We'll find her. I swear it. This is the same font as Dark Cloud. Phew, it's hot out here. Oh, don't worry, Crane. I'm alright. I was just thinking that it's probably better if we don't move around during the day. Let's find some shade and wait until the sun goes down. Really? I'm alright, Crane. Besides, I want to find my sister as soon as possible. Calm down. We've come this far. It won't hurt to rest for a while. Not much of a change if we get there today or tomorrow. What the? What the fuck is that? A dragon? I'd heard there was a dragon in the... What? I'd heard there was a dragon in the desert. But I was hoping we wouldn't be lucky enough to find it. Here it comes! That's a butthole. I've seen enough to know! Hold on to something. I've never heard of dragons attacking people before. Even if it doesn't mean to attack us, we can't let it hit us. Deja vu. I love Initial D. Blast it. No use. It's gonna ram us. The first voice acting in the game, and it's a scream that lasts less than like a fucking quarter of a second. It's no use. The sand's gotten into everything. I can't fix it. Not without any spare parts. Do you think that dragon attacked us on purpose? Hard to say. We haven't seen it since then either. Well, whether it did or not, we should be thankful that we crashed near the edge of the desert and not in the middle. Here, we're in walking distance of the towns along the desert border. Do you think we can find the parts we need at one of them? Probably, but there's one small problem. If we leave our sand flyer here, we run the risk of it getting stolen by bandits. Not much point in going into town and coming back with the spare parts if there's no sand flyer to use them on. Alright then, Cray, I'll go. But Nina, I can't live my whole life with you looking out for me. For starters, what would my sister think? Alright. You win, Nina. Let's see. If I remember right, there's a town called Sarai to the south of here. You might be able to find some parts there. Good luck, Nina. I'm counting on you. Don't worry, I'll be back before you know it. Here, take this. It's the King's Sword. I hope you won't need to use it. But better safe than sorry, right? See you when I get back, Crane. Safe trip, Nina. You watch yourself here. Alright, we are now in the game. Walking in a very, very distinct, fucking very awkward side of the cliffs on the edge of the desert. Be careful, Nina. Okay, so we got the 360 with... Okay, what's the purpose of a compass if it's just gonna be Ugh. Oh my gosh. So there's no overworld. Just kidding. Predetermined fights. So it's like Legend of Dragoon. What do you want? They did try to copy Grandia, but the compass doesn't point to anything that's useful. Somebody! Somebody help me! Me and my ostrich are stuck in a hole! Whoa! Look at the size of that hole! That's what I said. That merchant and his goods must have fallen in. Ah! Just like this. We're gonna rob him? Little thief. Oh no. Is that the dragon? Nope, it's a invisible predator. There's something here. ¿Cómo se llama? It has the Legend of Dragoon map. I don't remember what Breath of Fire 3's map was, if it was like kind of overworld or if it wasn't. It's not attacking? Because this is because you're the prodigal winged woman of every single game. It's not a monster, I guess. That's a monster. It's a wingly! What are we doing with this story? Where are we at right now? What's up, Kaiser? How are you? That was funny. For some reason, I wasn't scared at all. Okay. A person? It's a butt-ass naked little boy. What the fuck? Yes, it is. So apparently I don't have any penis. That's great, too. It's Derek, and he's butt-ass naked. Whoa! If you wouldn't mind, do you think you could put on some clothes? I'm sure you can find some in the carriage there. Oh, good. I did. I wanted to see if there's a little penis there. Oh, so you mean you're not working with that merchant who was here? How did you get inside the crater then? Did you fall in? How did such a big hole get here in the first place anyway? Did you see that monster that was here before? You know, the one that looked like a dragon or something? I wonder what it really was. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't talk. Cool. You probably don't know the answers to those questions any more than I do you? My name is Nina. I'm from Windia. Oh, yay. What's your name? What the fuck is this, man? Alright then, Derek. Let's see if we can get out of here. Sure. Ma'am, you have wings on your back. Yeah, if I knew that he wasn't going to talk, I would have just named him Link. Silent protagonist. That's exactly what it is. So, Derek, where are you heading to? You don't know? Then that means you're lost. Yes, it does. Admit it, you're lost. There's nothing to be ashamed about. I got lost a lot when I was younger. Alright then, Derek. Why don't you come with me to the nearest town? Okay. Derek got King's Sword. You can use this sword. You might need it to get to town. We have to go through areas populated by monsters. Okay. Let's get going then, shall we? Okay. I'm just gonna, that's the only voice I'm gonna use for him the whole game. Oh, look at that. There's a little map on the bottom that tells you exactly where it is. What's here? I will. Like, that's so fucking lazy, man. Justin was such a solid protagonist in the first game. I can't tell if that's my PS1's connector because it's been acting up or if it's something else. What's this? What is this bush? Oh, look how pretty this is! Good parry. It's Aigu? Okay. $69, nice. Dude, right? What specials do you have? Sever, Wind 1 magic versus target, light healing, so she's a healer. And she's got wind magic. What do I do? Good. Great. Good hit, Nina. Ha! You won a great victory! Oh, we're running with Zinni in this game, too. So there's nothing here, it's just, okay, whatever. The artwork is great in this, it's wonderful. It is Dragon Ball currency. Let's see. We have to go over these cliffs to get to Sarai. Let's hurry and try to get over them before it gets dark. Okay. Now it's blue. Good shit. That's a long sword I have. Alright, I leveled up. Not bad. Found 6 Zinni. Alright, so Breath of Fire is one of those games, at least the modern ones, where you kind of have to tilt the map to make sure there's nothing hidden behind rocks and shit. That's just something that they do. So you're going to see me move the camera a lot. Just to make sure there's nothing I'm missing. Makes sense, Derek. Long sword, no penis. What? I love how big his eyes get before he dies. Bum bum. It's literally Zinni. It's insane to me. Oh no! Not the crumbling. Just jump. Looks like we've run out of road. Okay. But don't worry. We should be able to jump over this. Ah! All you have to do is jump and stand at a place where it's near enough to jump and press the X button. Or move in the direction you want to jump using the directional buttons. Try it. What's the X button? Ah! See? It's easy, isn't it? One more go. Okay. Good thing we're able to jump. We're really high up. Ah! Whoa. Ah! Don't you just love that feeling you get looking down from a high place like this? It makes me dizzy. It's so exciting. Oh! Ah! Hey, dumb fuck. She's got wings, bro. What happened to Star Ocean? It got fucked off because the combat's trash. Are you alright, Derek? Did you do that because you thought I needed help? You're not hurt, are you? I'm sorry I didn't tell you about my wings. I can use them to fly a little, so I can survive a fall like that. Okay. What's up, Bone Daddy? It was very brave of you to do that, Derek. Very brave and heroic. Thank you. Looks like the sun's going down. That was quick. It's probably safer if we wait until it's light to climb up the cliff. Let's look for a place we could sleep. Sleep right here. What's wrong with it? Oh, the cave? That's not safe, but okay. Looks like we could camp here. Okay. Now all we need is a fire. I'm a dragon, aren't I? And that's how I ended up here. Fire. Where are you heading, Derek? Oops, I forgot. You're lost, aren't you? Tomorrow, once we get to town, I'm sure we'll find someone who knows you. Okay. I've only started Star Ocean once, but I hated the combat. Yeah, the combat sucks. Like, they have this, like, where you're running around in this active time, but you have to, like, stop the gameplay, swap the character, go back to them, and hope that they're ready to attack. It's very stupid, and the AI is not intuitive at all. You can set it to where they attack, but then they won't. It's horrible. And it's a shame because, like, the story for Star Ocean 1 is phenomenal. Who's that guy? Thus Moon. So, the time hath come. Yes, my lord, majesty. 'Twould appear that something is amiss. Where art the courtiers, the priests? Why is there not a single voice raised in greeting at thy return? 'Tis not of import they are mortals. Were we to attempt to understand their mind, we should spend an eternity. There be more pressing matters to attend to. Canst thou not sense it, this presence? 'Tis far and still slumbering, but 'tis what we have sought to let low these many ages. Wanku, guard our place of rest. As you wish, sire. Wanku? Or are they like Chinese? As you wish, sire. No worries. Majesty, whither art thou going? Majesty, whither art thou going? We shall go to our capital as was planned. We shall meet at the appointed place when the time hath come. Wanku is guarding the entrance as instructed. Oh, he's now a stone. He's a fucking gargoyle. Alright, just in case. Yep, see? That's what I'm talking about. They'll hide shit. Never change. Capcom, never change. What's up, Dave? How are you? What you up to? The fuck? How do I get down one level? It's... Oh. Through the back door, of course. You have found ambrosia. That's probably, if I remember right, that's a heal. Okay, pause is pause. That's great. What's the not pause button? Square button. I can rotate it just a little bit. Item. Ambrosia. Food of the gods restores all dragons' HP to full. Dragons' HP? Ooh. Jargons. Yeah, I can rotate it. So it tells you in the top left how many degrees of freedom you have for rotating the camera. So at any point I can turn it 360 degrees. But when we were on the mountain, it was 90 degrees, right? You've been waiting for this? I'm curious to see how it'll go. But we gotta check every nook and cranny for free shit, because free shit gets hidden.
It's free real estate.
It's free. I heard 3 is pretty decent, but not as good as 3. It's basically saw a sequel, but not quite the masterpiece the last game was. Oh, no, wait. Justin was Grandia 2. I'm stupid. Yeah. Breath of Fire 3. I don't remember what the character's name was. Good shit is free shit. I love free shit. What's this? Why do we care about it? Why am I teleporting? There might be free shit over here. No free shit? That's a shame. Meowing, meowing, meowing. Jesus. Yeah, Grandia 2 is an amazing game. That is a fucking dinosaur. Why? Drum and bass battle music? That's wild. Jesus Christ. Level 64. Please, that's going to be our antagonist. I'm calling it now. Because there's no way in hell they're going to give me a level 65 character. Make the game too easy. Unless they nerf him. Who goes there? That guy does look Chinese. What? What be ye doing in this place? Huh? Who are you? They say a dragon or something is supposed to appear tonight, so we were told to watch this area. A dragon? That's right, and not just any dragon either. They say it's the legendary dragon of doom, which will bring ruin to the empire. And what be thy design for this dragon? We will destroy it, of course. Nothing can withstand the might of the imperial army. Thou believest thou can do such a thing? Thou art but mere mortals. Thou dost not ken the power. Is he Scottish? I don't know what voicing they're trying to go with, because ken is the Scottish way of saying no. But it's in like ye olde English, so I don't know what voice we're gonna go with this. Because I'm not gonna make this guy be like, thou dost not ken the power of that which you would destroy. This be a dragon. A dragon 'tis force of nature unto itself. Thou mayst as well seek to fight a volcano or the very earth itself. Dragons doth give birth to thy kind, grant thee life, and verily taketh it away. They are to thee as thou art an insect, in thy terms. Hashtag fucked. They are gods. Wouldst thou fight a god? Wow, they should have murdered him. Damn, he just fucking Nevada cadavered them. 'Tis as I thought. It is not the nature of mortals to change their ways. If this game had voice acting... So, I was thinking of Grandia. I don't think Breath of Fire's ever had voice acting, so that's on me. I apologize for assuming that. Do. Is this where I came out? I want to make sure that... Brother! I took a step. Why are there so many dinosaurs here? Why does this place suck? It's a zaddy. You're glad this doesn't have voice acting? Why? So I can do the voices? Yeah, I'm kind of... What's the point of this? So here's the thing. I'm talking with an old English accent, using words that are from Scotland, and my name is Chinese. Fulu. There's a lot going on here. I'm gonna go check the other half, make sure I didn't miss anything there. Watch him be the final character, like the antagonist, and I'm beefing him up right now. Neo? Someday. Ow. Ow. Okay, so this is just where we came with extra steps. Gotcha. My neck popped. It felt good. Alright, let's go check out this other area. Why does Pikachu have a shotgun? Is that a shotgun Pikachu? Okay, counter rate's already pissing me off. Wait, how come he's getting 2 turns? He's not a boss. What the fuck? Alahamachu. What? Because the lightning doesn't always work. We got 360-degree rotation on this. I had Chinese food for lunch and my heartburn's going crazy. I took heartburn pills, or took the Tums, so hopefully that'll go away. Oh, it's a counter. That makes sense. What's how many T-Rex would be like per square miles or whatever is crazy. How many? Now you gotta Google it for me because I want to be impressed. Does this support the analog? I don't have analog sticks on this controller. And I need to replace my other one. So we're using an ASCII-ware controller right now. It's not the best controller, but it does the job, right? So this one right here. And I'm okay with that. If we were playing on PS3, which is usually what I do for these games, just because I can't trust the... whatever. I'm not on a PS2, I'm on a PS1. Fuck. They work both ways? Nah, I'm fine. It's alright. 0.024 T-Rex per square mile, or about 1 every 40 miles. So that's like way less impressive than I thought. Those are still massive ass T-Rexes. Why are you hissing at this controller? I will have you know I beat Armored Core with this controller. The worst part about it is the shoulder buttons are small. And analog sticks wouldn't matter anyway because you walk in four directions. There's no like free moving. There's no like yeah. It's weird.
Pardon my presumption, but I believe you are the God Emperor Fulu, yes? I've been expecting you ever since I saw the flames rising from the woods where I placed my soldiers on watch.
Thou sayest thou wert watching, waiting for us? Thou knowest of us, and what are we then? Oh my God.
Yes, your majesty. You're the first Emperor Fulu, who founded our great Fu Empire.
And knowing this, thou wouldst greet us with malice in thine heart, and thine blade in hand?
I'm afraid times have changed, your majesty.
Why? Why are we fighting him? Oh, it's dragon on dragon violence? Okay. Interesting. This is just Legend Dragoon with extra steps, isn't it? Nice. That sucks. He's a fire dragon, so let's use water attacks on him, see what happens. Nice. Gotcha, ass. Foo Fighters! You defeated the enemy, yay! For 16,000, and we got an ambrosia, nice.
You appear tired, Majesty. Is to be expected, I suppose. You have just woken from a long, long sleep, and you are not exactly complete, are you?
It would appear thou dost not mean to fulfill thine duty as thou art called upon to do by our promise.
Alas, it is as you say, my lord, for now we would have you sleep once more.
I would call thee foolish, but thou art mortal, thou cannot go against thy nature. No more than a fish could walketh upon the firmament. Still, thou wilt find that our promises are not easily broken. Return then to thine master and tell him our words. My name is Jeff.
Trying to buy time, are you, Majesty? Set fire to the trees. We must stop him before he recovers his full strength.
How do I save? Mi llamo Jorge. They would use fire against us? Indeed, planned well have they. Not the trees! I know. Bob Ross is not happy.
Metal little trees.
Of course, here comes the fall. Calling it now. Yep.
As I recall, Your Majesty has a strong affinity to water, yes? And while your power is not fully returned, it is unlikely that you will be able to survive battle with my creations in this raging fire.
We wouldst know thy name, O cunning one.
Yam, General of the Fulu Imperial Army at your service. I don't want to take a chance. Find the body.
Phew. Well, we managed to make it up, didn't we? It's just a little ways more to the town. Okay. If you stop flying, woman, I just want to pause the game. Trying to figure out how I can save. World map only. Okay. Makes sense. Well, we're getting there. Gotta make sure I have enough save space for this right now. We got here. This seems very linear. Which I'm okay with. It's exclamation point save. We're almost level 4. What's up here?
Dr. Kosak demands that you save your current progress.
Aurum.
We don't want to
Okay.
repeat a Final Fantasy IV, do we?
No. Okay, so we have another pathing here. Fish spot? Are we fishing? Oh. Let's whip out my dick and stick it in the water. If they bite, it's noodling with extra steps. So far, I definitely prefer Breath of Fire 3. Divine was enjoying getting over it. Was he? Twitch won't stop lagging. I don't know what the cause of that is. Sorry. Is it only sometimes we have random things? That's so silly. Okay, just sometimes we do. So what's the point of even... It's not like we have, like, open world fights here. Alright, we're in Sarai. Well, Derek, this is Sarai. Oh! Does the thing look familiar? Does it bring any memories back? No, well, I don't know what to say. But, I need to buy some things to get back to where my friend is, you know? Will you be alright by yourself, Derek? I think so. Well, I guess that means we go our separate ways from here then. Goodbye, Derek. Hope you get your memory back soon. Okay. Jesus Christ, the buildings are gonna get in the way. I can't believe what you charge for this. You're a crook, you know that?
Don't say that. What you see is what you get. Everything's at a fair market price, I swear it.
Fucking fish people.
Hell, travelers, I bet you got a lot of questions, don't you? Well, then you come to the right place, because I got the answers. What do you want to know?
Tell me about exploring.
You probably noticed that when you're walking around outside town, sometimes a question mark or exclamation mark appear above your bed, right? If you push the X button then, you can explore a little of the area in more detail.
Look how fucking dead this character is inside.
Sometimes you'll find items or you might meet someone. No matter what, something will always happen. So be sure to go exploring as often as you can. What else do you want to know?
Tell me about combat.
If you encounter an enemy, you gotta fight it or them. There are some monsters you won't be able to defeat with ordinary attacks. When fighting those, you'll have to use special abilities or items. You can also find out all sorts of info about your enemies by pressing the square button.
What's the square button?
What else would you want to know?
Learning.
If you're guarding during combat, sometimes you can learn attacks your enemies use. You can use attacks you've learned right away.
Oh God, are we like? Is this like blue mage shit?
The burn attack is really useful. You should learn it as soon as you can. What else do you want to know?
Combo attacks.
Well, for example, let's say one of you casts a fire spell, then another person uses a wind spell. Those two spells will combine and create a more powerful. It's called a combo.
No, that's really not.
There's lots of things you can combine into a combo. Experiment and see what your capabilities are. What else do you want to know?
Never mind.
Oh, well then, good luck to you.
Seen this before. It's called Vinny, veteran, Vinoc. What? No, it's Vinny Vidi Vici, but okay. Throwing your voice. Oh, ventriloquism. My bad. I thought you were talking about Julius Caesare. What we got? Looking for some weapons? I only have 536Z with a slash in it. I don't know what she's currently using, so I don't want to just buy shit like an asshole. Fuck, dude, I gotta stop using the pause button. Alright, so we have 3 slots. We have a sword, that, and then I'm assuming this is like a shield. Okay, now we know. Stop asking me so many questions and just do it. Okay, so it's a hat. Okay. We don't know if the Sage's Staff is any better. I never hate upon Puppet Schmaster. Alright, let's start exploring this fucking isometric, man. I swear to God. Why? I can't see inside any of the buildings. Why is Nina hiding here? This town's built like a maze. Even I get lost in it sometimes. Okay. Have a nice day. What's this? What? No, I don't know who you are. I do know you're not from around here, though. Okay. That's insightful.
I haven't seen you before. Are you passing through? I'd keep an eye on your purse if I were you. There are lots of folks around here that'll try to swindle you. You be careful.
Okay. Okay. What? Looking for something? What are you looking for? Need a hand? Want me to help? You, what's that, Monkey Man? Monkey Man. Yeah, the fish people were nationality in real life? I don't know. I don't. That's too far down the rabbit hole for me to go. You're gonna get me canceled, bro. I'm specifically here to swindle you. I fucking knew it, dude. Yo, what's up with this guy? It's a dog man. You hear all kinds of things at places like this. If you're looking for something, might be a good idea to talk to the people in there. Yeah. Alright, Jesus. It's Frogman!
Hey, you want to buy a treasure? I'll give you a good deal.
Only 158 zuni. No thanks.
I mean it. It's a good deal.
No, it's probably not. Welcome, stranger. Is this your first time, Saria? Yes. I was on my way here, see? When this big crater in the ground. And you fell in it, lost your stuff, right? Jesus Christ, really? Keep my purse strings tight if I were you. There's nothing people around here wouldn't do to make a quick zinni or two. Damn, girl. Shit, what up, nerd? Who are you? Get out of the fuck away. Nothing gets worlds for free. Want to ask somebody here something? Try buying them a drink or two. Oh, okay.
Huh? Samfly Paws? Don't know nothing about that. In case you didn't notice, there's this tavern, not a store.
Okay. So what was in this crater you found?
It's a giant monster, I tell you. Like nothing I've seen before. It gave me the creeps.
Got a bad feeling about this. This means trouble ahead. I just know it. Oh.
Ah, you want to talk to me?
Yes.
Well, if you want something for someone, you gotta have the right attitude, don't you think?
Okay, I'll buy you some more food.
Well, then it's not wasting any time.
Yes. Make the bar patron happy by giving him food and drink. Giving him food increases his food and happy parameters. Give him drink increases this. Be careful not to let his food and drink gauge. The fuck, it's a mini game, bro? Have a steak. And have some wine. Panacea, so that's a heal everything item. This is the whole feature, yeah. What's up, Nina? Derek, this person says if we give him money, he'll buy us the parts we need for Sandflyer. I don't know if we can trust him. What? But why? Derek, you found the parts we need? That's wonderful. Thank you very much. Excuse me, my friend Derek was able to find the parts we need, so I'm afraid we won't be needing your help anymore. I'm sorry to have troubled you. Huh? Oh, sure, no problem. Is he just losing his little monkey mind? So Derek, Have you been able to find out anything about yourself or anyone who knows who you are? No. Oh, I see. Well, then how about we stay together after we get all the parts? I'll help you look, okay? Alright, sounds good. Who are you? What up, stranger in the weird sombrero? Came over the cliffs from the desert? How'd you manage to do that without falling off the cliffs? Easy. She's got wings. Idiot. Sandfly parts. Don't have those. Looking for anything else? Yeah, what do you got? Croc tier. No, stop. Water is the source of all life. Restores 20. Easy. Need to get some good stuff. Town's full of narrow streets and alleys, isn't it? It's easy to get lost if you're not careful. If you're stuck in a hard-to-see spot, try changing your point of view by pushing the shoulder buttons on your D-pad. What's a D-pad? Or on a controller. It's a controller. Nina did get introduced early, yeah. And with her wings, too, which is even more crazy. They say there's a ceasefire right now. Don't want to think about what would happen if the war started up again. Israel versus Hamas? Some people say they've seen Imperial troops poking around the town lately. Makes you wonder if they're reckoning to start another war. I don't know, you tell me. Strange reminds you of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance? Really? Instead of a hack and slash? Gotcha. I mean, I don't need weapons. Is this not the end? Where's the broker? Oh, this is the end. Let's go to the end real quick and see how expensive it is. $30 a night? Jesus. Brother, what? Wait, why do I randomly have a sword? What? The way things are designed in this game is gonna drive me batshit insane. I'm an information broker. What do you want to know? You got Sandflyer parts? Well, I haven't got any of those, but I do know how you can get some. Interested? Yes. Now we're talking business. You want information, you gotta pay for it. If what you offer doesn't match how much the information's worth, the deal's off, got it? You can't buy things with money you don't have. If you're short on funds, you should quit while you can. Who am I? Who's Derek? That's easy. I don't know. I can tell you he's not from this town. Alright, we gotta go grind for money, apparently. It'll be good to get some levels too, so. Rip. $8. And I didn't get a fishing pole to sell fish. Nice. It is going to be a short stream tomorrow. Today. Tomorrow we'll be playing Fist of Mars because that's an override. That game will probably be revenged or fucked off, which will move us on to our next backlog game from Franchise Frenzy. This is our first week on Universal, so we will not be having a public vote if we're going to keep on with Universal Interactive. Maybe I should guard on her. It's not enough money. How do I get more money? Oh, that's different. Derek learned blind. Nice. Oh, okay. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break. Like I said, it's going to be a short stream tonight, but we're already at almost an hour and a half for our stream time, so I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I'm just going to take a quick break, enjoy this video snippet from one of the videos I've worked on lately.
We all know the Nintendo Entertainment System, the little gray box that brought us minutes of excitement, hours of entertainment, and a lifetime of memories. But I wanted to cover something today that some people might not think of: accessories. During the lifespan of the NES, there were some insane accessories created. Some improved upon the controller, some were novelty attempts at standing out, and some were for accessibility. You never really knew what was going to come out. Now, for a long time, almost 9 months, I spent as much time as I could trying to piecemeal together various NES accessories for the purpose of this video. But guess what? It gets expensive really fast. That being said, I don't own all of them, but the topic of today's episode is every NES accessory I can talk about or own for the NES. Let's begin. Now, before we get into this, there are a few different types of NES accessories, many of which can be narrowed down to 6 different groups. Number 1, wired controllers. Number 2, wireless controllers. Number 3, turbo controllers. Number 4, light gun stuff. 5, quality of life accessories. And 6, dumb shit. So I'm going to go through each of these categories and talk about what I can find, and in some cases what I own and what happens when I use them. Cool? Cool. Wired controllers. Now, before we get to the weird stuff, let's talk about the good old-fashioned simple-ass comfy controller that is the original NES controller. This is the NES 004. It's the standard controller that was packed in with the NES. It's small, comfortable to use, and has a regular D-pad with a rubber select and start button. The 2 buttons on the right are B and A respectively, and they are bright red, kind of hard to miss them. So many of my childhood memories and quite a few of my adult memories were played on this controller, and I love it. But there was a second version, and it came with the second version of the NES. It was known as the New Style NES, or the NES 101, but the colloquial name is the Top Loader. When they released the New Style NES, they updated the controller to be different. Many people call this the dog bone because it looks like one, true story. Now, I don't have one of these, but one of the issues that a lot of folks mention is that the B and A buttons are at a slanted angle, and that hurts your hand, especially when you have tons of muscle memory for NES games where the buttons are left and right. But when I emulate NES games, I use a SNES controller, so I don't think it'd be any different. Oh well. The next accessory I don't own is actually really expensive. You remember Arkanoid, the Better Breakout? That's what this controller is for. It basically emulated the arcade controls. And I did ask in a previous video a long time ago if the controller operated faster than the NES controller, and many people said that it did to them. Now in looking at it, it's literally just a knob and a button. I'm assuming the button would be used for the laser power-up if we had it. It's cute and effective, can't complain about it. I do know that the Famicom actually had a second version, and it was like baby blue. It was for Arkanoid 2 Return of Dough, but it was only in Japan. I don't know if it works for the first game, but it might be worth looking into. You know fighting sticks, right? Like Hori? I used to have one. It made playing arcade games on the computer tremendous fun, but what if I told you there existed an arcade controller for the NES? What about the Super Nintendo? What about the Mega Drive? All of those, in combination. What gives? That's what the Battle Station 2 is. It's a multi-platform arcade stick created by Multicoin Australia in 1993, which is awfully late for the NES era. But it did come with adapters for all the consoles I mentioned, plus Commodore 64 and Amiga. To be honest, for what it is, it's kind of a good deal. Low-key, I want to try to find one, but it's a really rare find, which screams to me that some asshole is going to want $10,000 for it. I love joysticks because in platforming games or shooters, it just feels right, you know? I feel it offers more tangible control over the motion of our characters or whatever we're controlling. But if you take the joystick and put it on shitty low-quality plastic and crank a degradable sticker on there with membrane buttons and 2 triggers, you get the Epix 500XJ. So we have this hand-sized hunk of plastic with, like I said, a membrane sticker over it. The start and select buttons are kind of there, and there's also an auto fire button. The B and A buttons are actually on the underside of the controller. And to be honest, this controller was cool for about 5 minutes until the hand cramps happened. If you're playing a game that requires constant hitting of buttons, and you want to make it physically painful, use a 500XJ. Other than that, it's a relatively well-known controller with different versions for Apple II, Commodore 64, and supposedly the 2600. Also, fun fact, it had 2 different releases. I own the Epix 500XJ, but you might have seen this called the Speed King as well, which good for them for changing it, because there's nothing fast about this thing. This one is actually pretty cool. It's a Famicom-styled controller released by Hudson Soft, the same folks who made Bomberman, Bonk, Far East of Eden, tons of products through the year. The Sonusui SSS has a turbo controller capability and a headphone jack at the bottom. The way you get the sound is to plug the RCA cable from your controller into the audio jack. Now, mine doesn't work. I took it apart and it's corroded to shit inside, but if this was working as advertised, this would probably be the coolest controller for the NES of the era. Perhaps one of the most infamous wired controllers out there, the Miracle Piano is a sight to behold. Now, I don't own one because the cost of buying one plus shipping it is fucking horrible. The piano itself is a keyboard with 49 keys. The standard is 88, but for the purpose of teaching people piano basics, you don't really need that big of a piano. The game itself isn't that bad, and between me and you, it does its job as a teaching tool. A lot of people sleep on this game because it's educational, but to me, it's one of the best out there for what it does. Many people know about this being an NES accessory, but the Miracle Piano teaching system also came out for DOS, Genesis, Amiga, Super Nintendo, and the Mac computer. And it was even updated with a program known as the Piano Discovery software. This is a cool thing to own. I just don't. It's time to see what Bandai could contribute to the controller mix, and that is the Mega. The Mega is the #1 most convoluted bullshit controller I've ever seen. This is 100% reinventing the wheel, and for what? We only need 2 red buttons and a D-pad. Start and select would be nice too, but the Mega overcomplicates the hell out of the standard controller. The D-pad is cheap, the A and B buttons feel normal, and the start and select buttons are cheap as fuck too. But the big ones in the top are mode, lock, and level. If you push lock and another button, it locks down that button. You have to manually unlock them if you want to play with that button again. There's also a rapid fire mode which aligns with what a turbo controller does. There's a way to limit ammunition as a challenge with your friends, a timer mode if you want to limit the time you play, a memory mode that remembers password sequences, slow-mo which acts as a slow mode, and a top secret mode. How do we get that? Well, we set it to game 1 mode, push the button as much as we can in 10 seconds, thus unlocking top secret mode, which is a little mini game in the LCD window. The one thing that sucks about this controller is that it's battery operated to the core. With no batteries, this is just a glorified paperweight. Well, I have a power pad, but it doesn't work with any of the games that I have. In fact, out of the 11 games that it supported, only 6 were released in the United States, one of which is one of the most expensive games out there, Stadium Events. So if you want that, just buy World-Class Track Meet. It's the same game, and if you lived in Europe, tough titties, you only had 2 games. Think of the power pad as the granddaddy to the DDR dance mat. It has 2 sides, side A, which has 8 dots of which 2 are red, and side B, which was more commonly used, with 12 buttons, 6 of which are red and 6 of which are blue. To my knowledge, there aren't that many games that use side A, but it existed in the off chance someone programmed something for it. Again, I don't own any games that are compatible with this, so one day I look forward to making an episode all about this. There were tons of NES-centric products made by Quickshot. In fact, I know off the top of my head 5, each with their own unique aspects. This particular one is the 126, and the only people I could see having fun with this are coaches that had absolute boners for their stopwatch and couldn't isolate work from home. The A and B buttons are on the shoulder, there's this random disc in the bottom, and by the way, that's our D-pad, and we have a start and select bar at the top. It balances over both, and much like the Epix 500, it's kind of counterintuitive. It just gives you hand cramps and the buttons sometimes stick. I'm assuming they're all gunked up with God knows what from the 80s, but they are very cheap plastic buttons. Quickshot may have had their weird controllers, especially with the 126, but their bread and butter involved flight sticks, of which there are a few for the NES. Most of them look like traditional flight sticks, the usual vertical stick with a massively obvious trigger. Top Gun had it, so everything else had to, right? That's what the premise for the Quickshot 1 and 2 were. Both of them were standard, and to my knowledge, there's tons of them that I won't be able to cover. I know there was a baseline Quickshot for the NES, and it was great. I also know that there was a Quickshot 12, which basically looked the same, but the weird one is the Quickshot Aviator 2. What happened to Aviator 1? Apparently it's on the Sega Master System, probably for Afterburner, but the second one, it was on the NES. It looks like a civil aircraft yoke with a stupid blue ball in the middle just in case you wanted to see your aircraft turning the way you obviously turn the yoke. There's some buttons, and honestly, I kinda want one. Again, there are like 13 quick shots out there and they're all basically the same thing done 13 times. Everyone had to be different, and that was none the more obvious than with Bishu's Ultimate Super Stick. This was branded as an arcade stick, and it might look like it supports 2 players, but it doesn't. This is a 1-player controller that accommodates either left-handed or right-handed players. It has a dial-a speed auto-fire, which is cool, so it's technically a turbo controller. It has a massive joystick in the middle and 2 big-ass red buttons on both sides. I can already tell just by looking at the picture that this thing was 100% uncomfortable to hold. Now, it was released for the NES, but there were versions for the Sega Master System as well as the TurboGrafx 16. There was even a remote control one for the Sega Master System as well. Got a fucking zinger for you here, literally. It was another creation from Bishu, one of 2 different flight stick options that I know. Now the Zinger is much like the Quickshot. It's got 4 suction cups that stopped sucking in the 90s like Maryland Chambers, so good luck getting this on the desk. But for the most part, it works. Sometimes. I noticed that when I played Top Gun, the programming goes dog shit. Sometimes the game even crashes. And that might be because there's something weird going on inside of the controller itself. Hell, I can hear something moving around when I shake it. The controller itself features an auto fire that, believe it or not, is slower than most turbos, and 2 big buttons. And guess what? They do the same thing. Say it with me, kids. It's redundant. The stick also took some Viagra too, because it's stiffer than a broomstick in a hammock, but I guess it would work. There's also another version called the Zoomer. The Zoomer is another one that kind of fits the bill for this as well, but it's presented in a much more traditional yoke, like one you would see for a Cessna. I don't own one, but it looks much more simple than the Zinger.
Wireless controllers.
Acclaim was fairly big on doing what they could to break into the industry. Hell, they even named themselves Acclaim so that they could be alphabetically above any competitor that started with an A, such as Accolade or the very well-known Activision. Why? Because that's what the creators of Activision did when they left Atari, so some weird tradition was born from it. Now, Acclaim was primarily known for publishing games, but they did create some accessories. The first is the Acclaim Remote Controller, starting off hot by calling out the oppression of wires. Well, we have a controller, and we have an infrared receiver. That receiver gets plugged into the NES, and that's not too bad. Kinda just hangs out there. The controller is thick, just shy of an inch, and it's got a lot going on here. A raised D-pad, a tiny start and select button, and the usual B and A. I find it interesting that there's a power switch. That's nice for power conservation. And I see this triangle thing here. I'm assuming that's a turbo function, but how does it work? Well, we need to open this and put batteries in it, which is going to be hard because I don't think this thing has been opened since the dawn of mankind. Took some prying off with a screwdriver, and these contacts are oxidized to shit. Might need to restore them. But as you can see, it takes 4 AAA batteries. 4! The lights burn out, but it does work. Kind of. Trivia time. Do you know what other household item is battery controlled, uses infrared, and has buttons? A fucking TV remote, which is exactly what this is. Oops. Well, we just talked about Acclaim, and they made another little contraption known as the Double Player. It's called that because it came with 2 controllers. This looks really different though. It's blue and wireless, which Acclaim never really managed to figure out what the fuck wireless controllers are supposed to do. But to be honest, infrared technology for video gaming really wasn't where it needed to be ambitious or support a third-party controller, but I will say this actually works. Kind of. You have to maintain a line of sight, or else it doesn't work. This also runs off of 4 AAA batteries, which are kind of the missionary position of batteries, just boring as hell. The receiver is more efficient though. The problem is the cables are kind of short, so I need to wrap them around the NES to keep it aimed forward. Mine's pretty beat up, and I can tell people had tons of fun with it, and that's the only reason why it's chipped. Next up is Camerica's Freedom Connection. What is it? Well, it's basically a NES satellite. Other controllers used a receiver directly, such as Acclaim's wireless remote and the Double Player, but not Camerica. No, they wanted you to have the freedom to move around. So how did they do that? Well, we have a receiver. It plugs into player 1 and 2's ports on the NES. The transmitter, well, it's this thing. We plug in the controller and then we wear it on our belt. Yeah, Arya got a kick out of this. But you know what's crazy? It works really well, like stupid well. I actually really enjoy this. The reach is actually pretty far as long as it has line of sight. It works, which is to be expected. It uses 4 AAA batteries, which obviously won't last too long, but so far this is the best option for wireless play I've seen so far. Also, there's a Freedom Deck that's mentioned on Wikipedia, but I can't find it anywhere. So let's talk about 2 more interesting Camerica ripoffs. Ever heard of the Freedom Pad? It's just a carbon copy of Acclaim's remote control. I personally don't own one, and I can't find that many reviews of it. Additionally, Camerica made a Freedom Stick, which is basically a carbon copy of the NES Advantage, but it's wireless and also missing the slowdown button. Behold, the Whizmaster! Emphasis on whiz, this thing fucking sucks. It takes 4 batteries, it's infrared, but to me, it has the worst joystick setup I've encountered on any controller. I tried this, so did Arya, and you really have to crank it down. I'm positive that if I even tried to play anything with this, I would break the controller. It would just snap in half. It's not good at all, which is a shame because you know people probably paid a lot of money for this monstrosity. Turbo controllers. The NES controller was awesome. It fit really well in your hand, and it had buttons that were easy to press.
Okay. Where were we? Oh yeah, just grinding for money. This is probably going to be what we do for the rest of the night, to be honest, because I don't want to be in a position where we're left with absolutely no money doing something for plot dictation, and then it's just a compounding issue. At least the status effects don't last. Alright, so we can learn... Wait, he's distracted. What does that mean? It's Psyduck! We're killing Pokemon. Here we go. Got some berries. We're not getting enough money for the amount of shit we're having to kill. And what's the difference between red and blue? Is it a surprise? Okay, so red equals surprise. Feels so bad. Oh! And the N will cost us 30 a pop, so just the economy, the return on investment we're getting is just nothing. It's not good at all. Let's run back and see if we can at least advance the plot. Like, this is just going to be so incredibly boring to me. Because the game can look beautiful. If it's boring, that's such a drag. Also, while she's here, let's see if that star rod is better for her. So the sage's staff is better. And she needs a helmet as well. We'll bear that in mind, but we don't have the money. The game's not giving us the money. I'm an information broker. What do you want? Well, I haven't got any of those, but I know how you get some. Yes. Now we're talking business. Okay. Fucking... I gotta find somewhere to get money! Nah, you're fine. I'll be here. How much money do we need to get from this guy? Because you charged me just to get the information that the information broker's on in front of the inn. Now you're charging me for more stuff. The whole game's a fucking paywall so far. That's not good. And I need tougher enemies. Fuck me. I need tougher enemies so that I can get more money. Otherwise, this is just going to be a big old gigantic fucking waste of time. I have no extra items that I could sell to make some money. Let's go see if that guy sells a fishing pole, because if he does, then maybe we can go fishing and sell some fish. But of course he doesn't. Oh, there it is. We'll buy one fishing rod and a baby frog, which is our lure. Hopefully that's not a single use. If it's a single use, I'm gonna be pissed. With a capital P. Because yet again, that's another thing that's just not a return on investment. But I'm pretty sure they're forcing us to go fishing to make money, sell fish. What's up, old man? Sorry, I gotta pay attention to this because it's a mini game.
Attention all units, attention all units. Central dispatch, be advised, we have a 1075 in progress with multiple victims. Respond to raid alarm, all units respond, code 3.
Catch! Well, I was gonna give you a raid thing, but you know, fucking. Thanks, Stream Deck. Appreciate it. You're the best. A double raid?
All units, central dispatch, be advised, we have a 1075 in progress
No,
with
you're
multiple
fine.
victims. Respond to raid alarm, all units respond, code
They
3.
came through. You're here. Yeah, everybody came through. Oh my god, sorry. I'm trying to breathe on that. What's up, everybody? My name is Fortifier. I'm a retro variety streamer. Play a bunch of games from the 70s all the way to now, always on True Hardware when I can. Right now, we are playing Breath of Fire. This is on True Hardware. I'm not sure how I feel about this game because it is a very slow start. Almost as slow as Breath of Fire 2, and that was on the Super Nintendo, so I don't know what they're trying to do here. The game does look beautiful. That's a good thing. The music is decent as well. But we're trying our hardest, all right? If you're not following Old Man Sim, please do. He's a fantastic streamer, fantastic YouTuber. Go follow him on here as well as on YouTube if you get a chance. Does a lot of cool things. And if you're new here, feel free to hit the follow button for me. It's absolutely free, absolutely anonymous, and your name does not pop up. You get to see a guy get punched in the face, which is always an awesome thing. So it's been a rough week. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm trying to figure out how to get money because apparently I have to do shit. I have to pay for information. So this game's been nothing but paywall so far, which is incredibly irritating to me. Wait. Are you fucking dude, this is what I'm talking about. So if I fuck up, I have to go buy another goddamn lure. I'm hoping I can... Well, I'm not worried about it in real life. On this, I am. Because it's tied to plot. Shenmue is the only other game that's done that to me. And I fucking hate Shenmue. Why are you facing me to the outdoor? You beat Silk Song? What's next? Let's go sell this fish and see how much it sells for. Dude, it's more cost efficient just to fight things. Looking for something? I might be able to help for small fee. Can I steal from the fountain? Just anything? Zinni was also in it's just a Capcom thing. Splatterhouse, good choice. I've never played it. I've always wanted to. I've heard good things about it. Hey, it doesn't help if I can't fucking see, man. God. Fuck. All right, let's go grind for more money because fishing is trash. please have better combat. I just need to make more money. What's up, Fexy? How are you? I literally make 2 more fighting than I do. Just give me hard enemies. Challenge me. I'm begging you. Because I have a feeling this is going to be a 3-day fuck off. Because I don't have enough time to just sit and grind. See, this is an enemy that I want to deal with. Maybe we'll get a little bit more money from him. Miss. I've been waking up around 3 a.m. and doing 10 miles every day for the past 2 weeks. Walking for 10 miles? Hell yeah. That's very healthy. Is this related to Breath of Fire 3 or the others? None of the Breath of Fire games are related at all. You'll have, so the 2 characters you see here, the top one being Ryu, the bottom one being Nina, they're repeat characters throughout the franchise, but none of them have any continuity. 10 zenny. So literally, I catch a fish or fight that fucking loser for $10. We're gonna have to look up a walkthrough. I don't want to, but I have a feeling we're going to have to. I hope we'll be able to get the parts we need. Yeah, me too, but I don't know if we're going to be able to, because dumb shit. What does skill mean? Oh, okay, so these are skills that we... Fucking stupid. 3 compressed discs. Yeah, you killed it, dude. I probably walk around 10 miles a day working at a prison, so I'm always walking around the compound. My issues are C6, C5, C6. That booty pain? That's what we called it in the military. That booty pain. That sciatic nerve pain sucks. Yeah, I hate sciatica. I personally don't deal with sciatica. There's been some days where like that nerve is fired off on me where I have a back injury, but I know people who deal with it like every single day, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. All right, let's see if so 100's clearly not enough. So I don't know if they're trying to force me to level up or what's going on. But I have a feeling that this is going to be one of those Zordon JRPGs that take 30 years to beat. You're only on hour 75 Octopath 1? Yeah, but you're doing everything, right? You're going for basically a full thing of it. Welcome back. We're still doing the same fucking thing. I'm gonna be very frustrated if I have to use a walkthrough in the first city that I encounter. That's not how it should be. Oh look, variation. We got a red goo, mage goo. Again, we're going to push to 200 Zenny here, so... Mage Fort, that's me? I knew it. Let's see if he'll use Distracted again. I think we just learned it. Alright, so we learned Distracted, but what does that do for us? What does Charge mean? I don't know. Yo, I tried to play Star Ocean the other day. I fucking hate that game. Did you burn all the money from the dragon guy already? Yeah, I did, because I was playing a JRPG and updating my gear in the town like I should. You know what I mean? I was playing... Wouldn't want any mage goo on you, brother. I was playing the game like I was supposed to, right? I found a bandana. Okay, so I can sell that bandana. What's up, Coark? How you been? Oh, you farmed the dinosaurs? I wish I knew, but I didn't. Okay, so he knows burn. We're gonna learn burn from him. Somebody's gonna learn it. Alright, I learned it. Yeah, so that's sad. That's really sad. So the creator of Ninja Gaiden passed away today. For anybody who doesn't know. I saw it on Twitter. sad. Time waits for nobody. Not a soul. To me, I feel like the biggest video gaming death that'll affect me on a personal level will be Nobuo Uematsu. Because he's just so huge. Like, he did everything. Like, some of the best music ever came from him. Same with Tim Fallon. But I didn't even know who Tim Fallon was until, like, what, 2 years ago? So... Nobuo Uematsu, though. Miyamoto? Shigeru Miyamoto? I remember when Iwata passed away, and I was like, you know, he was the creator of HAL Lab. Ace Frehley did. I heard about that. He fell down and had a brain bleed, I think is what happened to him. And he never recovered. He must have taken a serious spill. Are there any more goodies here? Because if there's another item, we could just sell the other item. Alright, you go high up in the sky. So that's just an eagle's eye view for us. That's all that is. Okay. See, I didn't have such a boner for Mario growing up. It was just always there, right? Like, I was always aware of it. Bum bum. Alright, we're almost to 200 zenny. I don't know how much we need. You're not really flying that high, are you, later? Lady. Later? Mario 3 was one of your first games? It's a good game to play. It's one of my favorite NES games. You had Wrecking Crew for one of your first? I need to play Wrecking Crew. They're making another Vampire Masquerade. That's a game I'm surprised none of y'all have made me play yet. Alright, we have 200. Let's see if that's enough. That seems like a pretty round number for what we're trying to do. Plus, we could sell the bandana for 5 whole zenny. The first game I consciously remember playing, though, was probably Mario 1. And I can tell you exactly where it was. It was at a... My parents wanted to buy a mobile home, and there was this like dude with the NES in his lobby, and that's the first time. So we're playing The Price is Right. If you're looking for Sandflyer parts, you have to go to the black market. There's a man who sells parts behind the tavern. You'll have to find out the password to be able to meet him. But most traveling merchants will tell you if you ask him. I just saw one leave, so I imagine he's probably still close by. Try looking on the highway outside of town. Okay. So I just got conned out of spending money because that's a pretty smart way of getting information. How much is that information worth it to you? We'll just diary so that we can save. San Francisco Rush, that was a good one. Friendly reminder, tomorrow, make sure you pop in so we can do our priority shuffler. And we're not voting on the company because we've only been on Universal for like 1 week. So we'll focus on, it'll be Fist of Mars, Zone of the Enders Fist of Mars is what we'll play because it's on the backlog. I can't afford 2 of the games right now, so I'm just kind of working. What do you want? What? Black market in Sarai? So you want to know the password to get in, huh? Well, I suppose I could tell you, but I got my own business to take care of, you know? Normally I charge people 1,000 zinni for info like that, but I'll tell you for free. I mean, you did come all the way out here after me and all. Okay. We got the password. That's cool. Ninja Gaiden on DOS. Every DOS port of an NES game, for the most part, is shit. I think, what was it, Blades of Steel is the one that we actually, like, beat. Double Dribble wasn't bad, though. Contra was horrible. If Banana Development had anything to do with it, it was just trash. Okay, so I need to get over to this side of the town, which means I'm gonna need more fucking money, bro! Gross. You're so full of shit. Get out of here. Horrible game. It's horrible, dude. You're probably wondering why we still get all this trouble, aren't you? Yes, actually I am. That's because selling sand flyers is a dangerous business. See, sand flyers were originally designed as war machines. If the Empire found out we were selling them, next time a war breaks out, they come after us. I don't want this place to end up under a hex, like Chamba or Sinesta. No, thank you. Does this mean you don't have any sand flyer parts? Not exactly. There's a place they call Sandflyer Valley near here. It's a junkyard full of old broken down sand flyers. If you go there and bring back some usable material, I'll make you your Sandflyer parts. Deal? Alright then, we'll go to this Sandflyer Valley and get your materials. Who's this fucking horseman?
The valley's to the south of the town.
That's the same kind of guy that Rand was. I forget the name of the species. Is that the Iron Sheik? Nah. Fuck you, Bubby. Fucking jabroni. I miss when Iron Sheik was still alive and he was on Twitter just talking shit about everybody. He'd be like, beans in a can, fuck you. Be like, if you like tap water, fuck you. So insane. No, I played Daikatana. No, fuck you. I played Daikatana on PC. I 100% played it on PC. That was shit. I did not play the Nintendo 64 port. I wanted to collect it, but I played the PC port through GOG. Game was dog shit. Fucking hot dog water. Telling me it's good. I've done this every single time. If you're going to put me in a place, make it consistent where I'm going to walk in, okay? Yeah, but you hate a lot of good games. Well, if they weren't so shit, then I wouldn't hate them. You should play Disruptor. I think you'd really like Disruptor. You have Disruptor? It's a solid game, dude. I was very pleased. I mean, the last 2 levels are bullshit, but it is what it is. You had Yonoid? Nice. Domino's appreciates your service. Alright, let's test out our heals and see how those work. Good enough. I can deal with that. I do like Shaq Fu. I mean, it's not like they advertise Shaq Fu as some groundbreaking experience, man. It's you take it on face value. There's a rudder block in the path. Okay, we'll go around it. Stop being a bitch. Oh, God. Well, Daikatana and Shaq Fu are two very different things, okay? I don't like Secretive Mana. Nice crit. MJ in the Windy City. MJ in the Windy City is pretty fun. It was just very repetitive. Okay, where do you want me to go? I know there's a rudder block in the path. Okay, do we need to walk up here? I guess so. So we're gonna be blinded and burned. Pizza bets on Yonoid? I've never actually played Yonoid. I've seen it though. Easy. Easy. Taking a lot of damage. Ooh, we have that bandana. Nina can wear a bandana. We should give that to her. Help her defense a little bit. I'd love to play Scott Pilgrim. All right. I see you, hidden chest. Croc tier. 8 croc tiers? Nice. Alright, let's mess with the rudder. Simpsons arcade game was the shit. So was X-Men. I tell you what, VW Bus Guy, if you have an emulator set up on your computer, there's this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ROM hack. Old man, I think you got me to play it. If you remember the name of it, feel free to type it in. But it's got like tons of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle characters for Streets of Rage, and it's fucking awesome. I love it. It's just a really solid game. No, we need to turn it to the right. Just break off the rudder. It's not that deep. I've had it up to here with the Ratman. Walks off stage. Are they making an EX version? That's cool. It wasn't you? I wonder who did it then. I wonder if it was Kreb. Somebody got points from it because it was a request. No, I did not like Fat Sonic. Fat Sonic was one of the dumbest games ever created, and Fexy needs to know that it's a dumb game. 200 zenny. Sweet, I could have used that about, 3 hours ago. A whole new game. Okay. So we'll handle it differently. Fuck's sake. Alright, I'm gonna see if I have a better controller.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Some fries, motherfucker. You may spread misinformation. Fake news. Okay, analog stick. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I just didn't know where it was. I think I have like 3 different controllers. I just had this one. The other one was just there already, so I was like, screw it, let's use that one. That was a weird game. It wasn't even meant to be Street Fighter. They just shoehorned the name in America. Alright, we are out of AP. Do we have any AP items? No. So that's just... That's whack. Okay, duly noted. Why isn't channel 10 not working? There might be some weird thing. So, Old Man Sim did hit me up and tell me that there's some issues going on with, okay, so it's not connecting to OBS, that's why. Here we go.
Just in, police officers in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, were asking people to be on the lookout for a man who robbed a store. And I think, yeah, I think we do have his description. Can we take that? Let's take his description.
How much for one of them hamburgers? $160 for a hamburger? Where the fuck
Okay.
are we?
This is the guy they wanted people in Pennsylvania to be out on the lookout for. He's got he's got a nose and some hair that goes like that, and he was wearing a hat at the time of this particular crime. He's got kind of a chin that comes down to almost a point. Stands about 5 feet 4 inches.
It says stands about 5 foot 4 inches. Also, what's up, Screech? How are you? I need to manipulate that. I think I changed one of the scene names, and so it didn't mute the game. It's supposed to automatically mute the game. Here's my thing. Here's that thing, right? This is just me venting. This is me on my soapbox. If you're going to start threatening people, consumers, by saying, we won't be supporting Microsoft Windows, whatever, in 5 years, 6 years, and we get to that 6-year point and you're just offloading all of these shit updates that are fucking up everything, leave us alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave us alone. I don't want to go to Windows 11. I love Windows 95. Yeah, no, it's every single time. OBS has a field day with it. I can always tell when a major update needs to be done because my computer will go to shit. Walking in this game is a chore. Even with an analog controller, it's a chore. Alright, there's a place there. Exactly. Well, the problem with my Stream Deck is that Elgato ships everything with shoddy cables. They're the worst cables ever. Out of the box, I was having issues with this, and now the knobs don't even work well. Yeah. I mean, I bought the Elgato Cam Link. It broke. A lot of y'all were here when that was a common issue. Every single day, the camera would freeze like 30 times. It was horrible. Take care. Thank you so much for swinging by. It's always nice to see you. Feel free to come back anytime. You want to operate the winch? Yes. What did that do? Okay. How is it going to move up? What's the point of that? Oh my goodness, why are you like this? Interesting. That's actually the barrel portion of that cable that's acting up. I may actually have a bad PS1 cable. That's a first for me. Brass helm. Alright, that should be better for me. I'm the one who can wear it. I'm actually, I think I'm already wearing a brass helm. I am. She cannot wear that, so that's going to be something we sell or hold on to. I don't know what our item limit is for this. God damn, dude. I'm gonna find myself in so many mandatory encounters because walking in this game is horrible. Even with an analog stick, you're moving in 8 directions, but it's a very stiff 8 directions. Grandia was better. Don't get many folks out here. Ain't nothing much here except for odds and ends. What can I do for ye? I see. Looking for parts, eh? Well, I suppose you might be able to find what you need here. You gonna make me pay for it? If you're looking for that, there's plenty of it here. There's also a boss fight out there. I'm calling it now. The parts you're looking for are all buried in the sand. You're gonna need a shovel to dig them out. If you have a dog that can scent them out, you might be able to find what you're looking for. I'll loan you a shovel and a dog for 25 zenny each. Sure. That'll cost you 50 zenny. Thank you kindly. Good luck to you. So this is a mini game? Yeah. Press X to use the shovel to dig a hole where you're standing. However, the shovel will break after... Wow. Come on, Cooter. Show me where the... Okay. Okay. Shelf broke, did? Well, them's the breaks. If you needs me, you know where to find me. Oh, God! Okay. Fuck, man. How am I going to remember? It's a pixel-perfect minigame. It's a pixel-perfect fucking minigame, dude. Just let me dig! Stop giving me shitty shovels. What a fucking... I have to literally put my fingers here and hope that I can A, land where I need to. The dog's gone senile. I don't have tape just like sitting around. This dude just sitting on 3-use shovels. So that patch of yellow right there. That patch of yellow right there. Okay. And underneath that. Okay. Thank you. Well, the only reason I'm lucky is that there were some pixels there that kind of stood out. Alright, we have ship parts. So are we good to go? Good counter. Alright, so we got the ship parts. Is that going to be enough? Don't be afraid. I just want some information, that's all. I want you to tell me all about the monster you say you saw. I ain't got nothing to tell you, pa. Well, I try to be a little more cooperative if I were you. Oh, he's Iron Man. Good. Otherwise, things might get a little uncomfortable. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? What do you think you're doing? Why are you doing this? I thought the war was supposed to be over. Why? Because I don't like people who try to hide things. Besides, the war's not over. There's been a ceasefire called, that's all. Do you understand the difference, Missy? Wait, you're a Windian. Well, well, if it isn't the little princess. We were sent out to find a dragon, but we found a little bird instead. Grab her, men. No reason we shouldn't take her as well. Wait! Do you know something about my sister? By the power granted me, I command thee. Warrior spirit, thou art summoned. Joe, I want you to capture that girl. Be careful not to hurt her too much. Oh, shit. Can I join the fight? What the fuck? Hello? Siva! Trash. Hopefully, oh, good. Great. Joe's thinking of what to do next. Is he? Good parry. One of Rasta's fighters has a poor sense of balance. I mean, I don't really have a way to distract him or anything. Maybe we can do this? The fuck? It's a useless skill? Brother. Yep, it's a useless skill. Good. Great! She's so fucking whack, man. There we go. Yay! And a level up. Nice. And an Aurum. Good. I might use an Aurum to learn Burn for her, but it's a guess of what we get. My, you're stronger than you look. Huh, what's this? A dashing knight come to save the princess? How gallant. You know it's a knight's job to protect his lady, don't you? Where have you been all this time? Afraid hiding in some closet or... Did I just break my sword on his face? Huh. How dare you, you filthy little... Let's get out of here. What are you just standing around for? After them! I don't think I've ever seen that effect in text before. Oh no, exclamation mark. Are they chasing me? Okay, at that rate, they're not like running, they're walking. Just keep going. The Imperial troops are here too? What are we gonna do? We can't go back and we can't go on either. Hey, you there! They said they was gonna try and cut you off. Went up ahead, luckily you didn't get yourselves caught. Yeah, still, they've cut off our way out of here. You're a wingling. Fly away. You got a point there. Tell you what, seeing as you helped me out back there, I want to try and return the favor. Let me see. Maybe if you took that road, you could get past them. Yeah, that's it. You could get to the desert that way. You mean there's another road? Well, it's kind of out of the way, but if you head north, go up to this big town called Chamba, you can get to the desert that way. Really? Oh, thank you. That means I can get back to where my friend is waiting. Well, try that route you mentioned. Thank you again so much. No problem. Just keep your head low and try not to get caught, eh? Sounds like a plan. Chamba. At least the game's starting to pick up a little bit. Because... Ooh. What did we knock off of him? That was the question. Because I wanted to go back and check the tavern and see if he dropped something. But I don't think it'll let me go back into town. We can try. No. Chamba. Or is it Chamba? I thought the town was bigger than this. Let's see if we can find someone who can help us. Okay. Life what? Sandals? Clothing... Life sandals. What does life sandals do? Increases wearer's resistance to status changing attacks. We'll hold on to that for right now. We don't need it. I want her to go the back row. How do I do that? Am I gonna have a 6-person party? Because if so, that's insane. Quee. Yep, caw. Woof. Yo, you better chill the fuck out. You're being mean to me for no reason.
Everybody's all out working. They have left me to keep an eye on things. Are you looking for something?
Yeah, this. Got any good weapons? Bowie knife is better. Sage's staff. Leather armor's trash. Antidote, panacea, ammonia. I'll tell you what, let's get her a better weapon, because she's more important right now. There we go. And we will sell Sell our clothing. The spare, that's not needed. Prized possession of Nina. I don't want to get rid of that. Can't trade any items. Well, how does that work? If you want to sleep, I can let you use one of these beds. Yeah, actually, I would. Ba-da-da-da-dum-dum-dum. Alright, that's going to be enough for me today. Again, I told y'all this is going to be a short stream today. I wasn't even supposed to stream, so this is better than nothing. Kind of dipped our toes in the game. First impressions, it's decent so far. I just need the story to pick up, and I need to stop being forced into these, like, hey, pay me XYZ amount of money situations. I feel like that's going to happen quite often. For everybody on YouTube, feel free to come on over here to Twitch. There's a lot more I can do for you, be it stream loots, channel points, or sound effects, things I can't incorporate for y'all right now. I also have a video potentially coming out tomorrow, Video Games Forever, talking about the Microvision. I just need to record some live action footage just so y'all have something to, you know, physically watch. Internet was down on Wednesday, so there really wasn't much I could do. It sucks, but that's just the way that it is. If you're on Twitch, feel free to hit the follow button. Absolutely free, absolutely anonymous. Your name will not pop up. I would love to have you here. We keep it really calm, collective, fun, I guess is the best way to say it. I'm very tired. I got shit to do. So, yeah. Alright. If you want to guide the raid, feel free to do so. And, otherwise, we're going to find somebody playing a JRPG. I don't see many people doing that. Who out there be playing? Mr. Scoot? Yeah, I'd love to go hang out with Scoot. It's been a long time. What's he doing? Pokemon Legends ZA. Not even familiar with that. Alright, here we go. We're gonna raid Mr. Scoot. Absolute sweetheart. I'm actually on his team, the Console Council. It's a group of people who preserve video game history and have fun doing it. So, tomorrow, Konami, we're gonna be playing Zone of the Enders, Fist of Mars. We have 2 active overrides, neither of which I can afford right now. We'll kind of reattack those whenever we get back to, you know, earning money. Once we have our little mini debts paid off, where I updated my wife's wedding ring. Yeah, that's it. As always, from my family to your family, good energy, good vibes. Fortify out, keep the flames of hope burning, and the flames of retro game burning even stronger. We will be back tomorrow, Zone of the Enders, Fist of Mars, alright? Have a great Friday, and finish your week strong. Don't forget, I'm gonna go ahead and stream on Saturday. We'll figure out something for Saturday, because I missed on Wednesday for y'all, so. Hockey dokie. Bye.